Okay, so by the end of this month, my war... Okay. Okay, so by the end of this month, on July 31st of 1941, my war goal focus against the Soviet Union should be ready. Protection Alliance has grown. And Qing is still at war with... okay. Let me go for build Skalenlinjen. Build Skalenlinjen. Okay. Build Skalenlinjen. Hope I pronounced that right. Okay. Northern Europe has enjoyed relative... Okay, interesting. Northern Europe has enjoyed relative peace compared to our southern neighbors who nearly tore themselves to shreds in the Weltkrieg. As things heat up to the south again, we can protect ourselves by building forts against our southern shores. Interesting. And this will give me... Okay, what's this? Alright. Yes, the Dominionists have won in South Africa, as we can see right here. Okay, so this will give me in Skaneland 3 land fort, 3 land fort, 3 coastal fort, 3 coastal fort, 3 coastal fort. Awesome. So I'm almost done with this part of the tree, then I'll focus on the Navy and Air Force side of the tree. And I can choose between Navy supremacy and Air Force supremacy. And I might go with Navy. And I'll explain why after I begin researching engineer companies here. So I'm thinking of going with Navy supremacy because with my new faction, the Nordisk Alliance, or Nordisk Allians, hope I pronounced that right. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, with this new faction, and with me owning Greenland, and having Iceland in my faction, it only makes sense that I would have, you know, a big navy and a strong navy. Especially, you know, with my faction having a lot of its coastline along not just the North Atlantic, but also the Baltic Sea. So that's important. And I'm going to declare war on the Soviet Republic soon. Probably. I'm still on the fence about whether I should go to war with them. Finland does have some disputed territory here. I don't know, I might use I don't know. I'm thinking of... maybe once the Germans get closer to Petrograd. I might do that. Well, it's August 18th. I think I'll do it right now. Just save. Okay. my main concern should be capturing Petrograd, which is a very important city. But I'll also set my other armies in motion as well. And I'm doing pretty good.
Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Manöver!
Let me help out my Norwegian allies. Right, I've already captured someone here.
Vi behöver order!
Okay. The fall of Petrograd. So I captured Petrograd, along with some Finnish regions. So I'm going to try and conquer all of Murmansk, Pechenga, and Sorotsk, and Petrozdavosk. I'll try and conquer all these regions, and maybe then I'll use console commands to peace out with the Soviets. I just want to show that I guess I can conquer this region. Yeah, because it might take a while for the Soviets to fall.
Gå!
Go here.
Order! Ja, befäl! Order!
Let me send these guys here. Let me send these guys here. And I'll send them here.
Order! Vänd om! Order! Uppfattat!
Here.
I akt! Uppställning!
Send these guys here.
Ja! Manöver!
I'll worry about those mountain
Manöver.
attacks later.
I akt! Uppfattat!
Send these guys here. Send these guys here.
I akt! Order! Ja! Fortsätt tryck mot fienden! Uppfattat! Mannar, reträtt! Jag upprepar, reträtt!
That works too.
Vänd om! Håll ut! Ut på! Ja. Order! Uppfattat! Ja, befäl!
Okay. Let me see if I can take this town over here. Check this out.
Manöver! Ut på! Ut på! Framåt, mannar! Fortsätt anfall! Uppfattat! Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Uppfattat! Håll ut! Ja!
Okay, if France declares war on Germany, I have no hope of defeating the Soviets, but in the meantime, I'm gonna worry about conquering Murmansk.
Manöver! Utgå! Manöver! Bort! Bort! Ja! Fortsätt! 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 Ja! Order! Uppställning! Uppställning! Växelvis framryckning! Uppfattat! Uppfattat! Manöver! Manöver! Inväntar artilleriunderstöd!
Okay, national austerity. In times of crisis, it is important that we only spend money on what we need. Increasing debt on costly projects is absurd, and we must practice nationwide economic austerity. Modify Landströmen by consumer goods factories minus 5%. Okay, now I can work on my army and, my Navy and Air Force trees. And then I'll be finished with the focus tree. Okay, back to my war.
Manöver!
Let me send this unit all the way down here. Okay, I'm done researching. Okay, now I gotta research input.
Uppfattat!
Send these guys further into the peninsula. Okay, here.
Ja, befäl!
Those guys.
Ja, befäl!
Okay, now.
Ja, befäl!
Alright, let me send these guys down. They're like.
Uppfattat! Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Vänd om!
Okay.
Ja!
Guys.
Utgå! Uppfattat! Bort! Uppfattat!
These guys here. I'm doing pretty good in the Murmansk Peninsula. So after I'm done cleaning up resistance here, I'm going to send all these armies down here so they can take over the rest of this region. It's called Sorotsk, but it's also known as, well, this province or region or whatever is called Sorotsk. But this region is known as, it's also known as Karelia. So, yeah.
Ja!
Send this guy down. Okay, that was easy.
Order! Uppställning! Order! Uppställning! Uppfattat!
Let me go here.
Uppställning!
Send these guys here. Let me send these guys down here. Let's throw
Uppställning!
some troops over here.
Uppställning! Ja! Manöver.
Just capture this region right here, or this little part right here. Okay. Most of Murmansk is now under Finnish and Swedish control.
Order.
Let me send this unit.
Gå! Order! Manöver!
There we go. But, let me just send this one soldier temporarily under a different army, just to capture this one little part right here.
Uppfattat! Ja, befäl!
Okay, that's fine.
Gå!
Go right there. You guys here. Okay, it doesn't look like the two Frances are going to go to war, but they might later. That could complicate things, but I'll worry about that later. Okay, let me just...
Tryck på! Pressa dem bakåt! Framåt mannar! Fortsätt anfall! Fly!
Okay, up here...
Gå!
Okay, not everyone's in position yet. Okay, I'm doing very good down here. I don't know. After Moscow falls, I don't think it'll be long before the Soviets fall, but it still might take a while after that. I think their capital moves to Kazan, which is a bit farther out. Alright, so I'm doing very good in the south, or around these lakes, I should say.
Uppställning! Gå! Gå! Framåt mannar! Fortsätt anfall! Vänd om!
There we go.
Håll ut mannar! Håll positionen!
I think I'll just worry about these guys first. Apparently the Kingdom of France is helping out the Soviet Republic. So I guess Totalists are betraying the revolution once again. I guess. Honestly, I think the Kingdom of France is doing it to stick it to Germany. Is everyone in position? Not yet.
Uppställning! Order! Hit!
Yeah, I seem to be the best here. Give me fuck from that. Okay. Old naval construction. During the interwar, we have been working on expanding the Swedish Navy by starting the construction... Uh-oh, what's this? Let me just pause the game for a second. Okay. So the two Sicilies and Italy are at war with each other, it seems. Now this could lead to a greater Entente, Reichspakt war. But what would that look like? So, who would win, the Entente or the Reichspakt? Probably the Entente, since Germany's at war. But then again, they have Middle Africa, which is pretty big. Do I really want to see both factions go to war, though? I could take over some land from Germany, like this disputed German region that is disputed by Denmark. I could also free Latvia and Estonia from the United Baltic Duchy. See what happens. Okay. Now we're going to have a third Weltkrieg. In that case, I don't think I'll be able to win over the Soviets. Problem is now it's going to be total war, but Germany, I don't know, maybe I could, let me see something. Should I continue with an Entente Reichspakt war? The world might get too crazy, that's the problem. I'll make my final decision before the end of 1941. See how I'm doing. I'm doing much better, actually.
Gå! Ja, befäl! Uppställning! Håll ut, mannar! Håll positionen! Håll ut! Back! Back!
Okay, how crazy has the world gone? I have an idea. Let me have Germany take the two Sicilies out of the Reich. And I'll do the same with Canada and Kingdom of Italy. Just so that things don't get too crazy, and we have never-ending wars. So now, I want to see what happens. Let me see if I can surrender to Germany. I want to see what it would be like if it was just versus the Kingdom of Italy on their own. Allow Diplo. Let me turn it off. Let me hope that it doesn't end the war against the Soviets. Back to Sweden. Let's hope Germany doesn't peace out with the Soviets. Let me just make sure that they don't do that. So what happens then? Okay, this crap happens. Yeah, this happened. I don't know what is it with the allow Diplo bug. Let me try this again. I'll have Sardinia at war with, okay, I think I have a better idea. Let me go to December 1st. I want to see what it's like for the Kingdom of Italy and the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies to duke it out just one-on-one. And I also don't want to start a crazy war that's basically going to... Just turn around, Diplo, da-da-da-da. Okay. Let me do the same with Canada. Allow Diplo. Okay. Go. Let's get back to the war.
Order!
Now I gotta wait for all my guys to get into position again. Let me just read that national focus again before it starts up. Old naval construction. During the interwar, we have been working on expanding the Swedish Navy by starting the construction of new ships. However, these projects stalled as it was considered of lesser importance. However, with the world becoming increasingly unstable with the years, it might be worthwhile to finish these old projects to protect Sweden's shores. And this will add production of 2 destroyers and 1 light cruiser. So that'll be my next focus in a few days.
No.
All my guys are almost in position. Hang on. It's off. Just... That's good. I got some help from the Reichspakt down here.
Uppställning!
Now it's time to go. Set my armies in motion. We're doing alright, but I still need some help from my armies. Already read this.
Manöver.
Just send it right here. Okay. There we go.
Tryck på! Pressa dem bakåt! Växelvis framryckning!
Let's send you guys here.
Befäl!
I'm doing very good here. There's some different generals here.
Fortsätt tryck mot fienden!
It looks like the Finnish are sending over some infantry and motorized equipment.
Order! Ja, befäl!
There we go.
Manöver! Uppställning! Spring! Utgå! Fortsätt tryck mot fienden! Manöver! Utgå! Uppfattat! Spring! Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Håll positionen!
Oh, I don't want that. Let me just fix that.
Ja! Ja, befäl!
Go around this
Order!
frozen over, but still, I want to do it.
Uppställning! Uppfattat!
Okay, it's a new year, 1942. The Crisis Commission. I'll raise taxes a little bit. In 126 days.
Ja, befäl!
That's about in May. I think sometime
Ja, befäl!
There.
Spring! Ja! I marsch!
Motorized division. Off again. Oh, I'm actually doing really good. I actually did do a playthrough of this before, but I didn't do as good. I actually did kind of poorly along this front, but now it seems, I guess because I waited or something, I'm doing much better against the Soviet Republic. So that's definitely good. And, yeah, I'll sign that non-aggression pact with Ukraine. Okay. All these guys out.
Mannar, vänd om!
Asian is falling to the Japanese, unfortunately.
Ja!
Go here. Maybe I can reach Archangel soon. Relatively soon.
Uppfattat! Ja, befäl! I marsch!
Push forward.
Order!
See if I can capture all this land.
Gå! I marsch!
Let me just send my armies here.
Order! Håll positionen! Manöver!
Almost finished conquering the disputed land between Finland and the Soviets.
Uppfattat!
So I can capture Archangel.
Order!
Okay.
Gå! Ja!
Bunch of guys here.
Order!
There. Let me take Petrozavodsk. Hope I pronounced that right.
Uppställning!
Here.
Växelvis framryckning! Ja! Order! Ja!
The J-9 fighter. Sweden's Air Force has a need for some fighter plane that is up to date. That is up to date with the latest aerial technology. Our current main fighter plane is already a few years old, and we would not want to find ourselves behind on the latest advances. And I'll get 100x, sorry, 1x 100% usage bonus for server CEP 106 J9 air training plus 10.
Order!
That's not it. Okay.
Ja!
Let me send this guy. Where's he needed the most? Probably along this front. Maybe here. I don't know. I'll sign these non-aggression. Yeah, I'll sign this non-aggression. I'll sign these non-aggression pacts. It looks like the Kingdom of Italy is winning. It looks to be a stalemate, I guess. Who knows what the Kingdom of Italy is going to do? Well, they have a war goal against the other Kingdom of Italy. The Habsburg Kingdom of Italy has a war goal against the Savoy Kingdom of Italy, or the Savoyard Kingdom of Italy. So we'll see who wins. Interesting.
Order! Ja! Uppställning!
Here.
Gå! Order! Order!
There's some units outside the
I
Archangel.
marsch!
Let me send some more units over to to the front lines. And has Moscow fallen yet? Not yet, but it will soon, I guess.
Ja! Skott kommer! Håll ut, mannar! Håll positionen! Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Ja! Ja, befäl!
Okay, I'm getting pretty deep into Soviet territory.
Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Tryck på! Pressa dem bak! Ja, befäl! Ut på! Manöver! Ja, befäl!
No, you know what? I'll make it to Archangel later. It's fine.
Uppfattat! Ut på! Ut på! Manöver! I fart!
Let me research nuclear reactor.
Uppfattat! Uppställning! Manöver!
You go there instead.
Fortsätt framåt! Vik inte! Fortsätt framåt! Uppfattat!
Okay, now it seems I may be at a stalemate. And it looks like there's also a stalemate in the war between the Kingdom of Italy and the Two Sicilies. But if the other Kingdom of Italy, the Habsburg one, declares war on the Savoyard one, that'll definitely tip the balance in favor of the Kingdom of Italy, the Habsburg one, as well as the Two Sicilies, because the Habsburg Kingdom of Italy is an ally of the Austrian Empire and a member of the Donau-Adria Bund. So, that could be interesting. Modern naval tactics. Sweden's naval tactics are woefully outdated. We should focus on the newest naval advances. We should focus on the newest doctrinal advances in naval warfare, lest we find ourselves outsmarted on all fronts by our foes. 1x 100% research bonus for... I'm sorry, 1x 100% research bonus for fleet and being doctrines, Navy experience plus 25. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm in a bit of a stalemate here.
Order!
And none of my allies seem to want to attack. But Moscow might fall soon. So that's good. Let me build some military factories in Denmark and Finland. And in my own island of Gotland. Maybe I'll build some civilian factories as well. I'll do that. I'll also build some factories in my occupied regions. I'll build some civilian ones in those regions later. So the Habsburg Kingdom of Italy should go to war with the Savoyard Kingdom of Italy in May. So I gotta wait till May 21st of 1942. In the meantime, okay, 57 days and I can raise taxes. Hopefully I'll wrap up the Crisis Commission by 1944. And by that point I'll probably be done with my focus tree as well.
Befäl!
Okay.
Manöver!
Such a vast front, it's kind of hard to, like... I guess all your troops
Fortsätt!
everywhere.
Fortsätt! Fortsätt! Ja! Order!
You know what? I can send these guys up here.
Ja, befäl! Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Manöver! Manöver!
Flieg by System 40. Sweden is a stressed-out country. If our air force is to be in time everywhere, we should have bases all across the country to support and dispatch planes to defend our sovereign airspace. And I'll get 3 air bases in Skaneland, 3 in Svealand, and 2 in Lapland. And I'll get 10 air experience. Okay, I think I'm losing some men.
Eldstör!
Go there. This might be as far as I advance. Or maybe not.
Understödjande eld! Flankningsmanöver! Anfall!
I've
Utgå!
lost a lot of men to the Soviet meat bunker. Kind of like the last time I tried this, but I've advanced much farther. After Moscow falls, I might use console commands to have the Soviets surrender to me so I can take the disputed regions that Finland wants. And then I can just be on my way. Okay, Moscow has fallen. Netherlands has joined the Reichspakt. That's interesting. Interesting.
på!
Don't think I've ever seen a single game where the Netherlands joined the Entente. Don't know why. Maybe the Canadians just refused. Okay. Capital of Russia moved to Nizhny Novgorod. Interesting. Accept all that equipment. Okay, I think this is as far as I'm going to make it. So later this month I'll have the Soviets surrender to me through console commands. I mean, it does make sense. The game doesn't allow it, but it does make sense considering... I mean, it does make sense from like a... Thinking about it like, if this were real life, it does make sense considering that Finland's already taken over all the disputed regions, along with my help. Well, it was basically because of Sweden that Finland took over all that disputed land. But the point still stands. It's been taken over, and Moscow has fallen. And I also occupy St. Petersburg, or Petrograd. So, yeah. Oh, can't forget about my new focus. Wolves of the Baltic. The Baltic Sea was once our would-be mare internum. Perhaps we can regain some of that dominance by investing in submarine vessels capable of disrupting the sea's traffic. 1x 100% research bonus for submarine models. Vester Gutland. Add 2 building slots in naval dockyard. Okay, I'll accept this equipment from Cuba. Okay. Okay. There seems to be a stalemate in China between the Qing Empire of China and Japan. Okay, good. Oh yes, and Madras is at war with the Entente and the Bharatiya Commune. And probably after that, Bharatiya and India will be at war with each other. Makes sense. And Ceylon is still owned by Germany. Oh, and Germany's under a social democratic government, with Hans Vogel as prime minister. Interesting. Oh, I'm actually winning this battle.
Order!
Yeah, not winning. Let me just cut my losses, I guess. Not even cut my losses. I'll just fight this one battle, I guess.
Go! Yo!
Knock out here. Only help my Finnish allies. Huh. I'm waiting for the Italian war to expand, just to make it more interesting. Okay, Germany declared war on Georgia, but since Georgia is totalist, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Oh, I can raise taxes. Okay. Okay, Habsburg Kingdom of Italy has declared war on the Savoyard Kingdom of Italy. Interesting. So this Kingdom of Italy is authoritarian democratic, but this one is paternal autocratic. So I guess this one's the less authoritarian one, I guess. Even though the Two Sicilies is the most democratic one, and it's under a market liberal government. So after this war, Italy will be divided after the kingdom falls, or the Savoyard Kingdom falls. After the Savoyard Kingdom falls, Italy will be divided between the Two Sicilies and the Habsburg Kingdom. So we'll just see how that turns out. Alright, back to this war. Okay. Again, my men have been lost to the Neufranger. I think I'll wait till June. Okay. Nizhny Novgorod. Russia's huge. Though one time I did play with Germany and I was able to defeat Russia without that much difficulty. Okay, Swedish Fighter Reserve. Hang on, let me read this. Okay, Two Sicilies has joined the Donau-Adria Bund. Interesting. If we are to resist air raids, we need to build up an extensive reserve of fighter planes to defend our skies. If it ends to be that we run out of them, we are merely... Interesting, okay. We are merely sitting ducks by all accounts. Effect: 40 units of Swedish Svenska Aero J Jakt Falcon is added to the national stockpile. 10 units of Swedish Intor bomber is added to the national stockpile. Okay. And that should be over in a month. 30 days. So July 12th it should be over. It's interesting. Sweden is fighting in Russia once again, just like they did in the 18th century. Except this time they're a bit more successful. I'll accept that from Austria. Is Austria now at war with the Soviets? Okay. The Donau-Adria Bund is at war with the Soviets. Okay, so it looks like basically most of Europe, most of basically Central and Eastern Europe is at war with the... so basically, Central, Eastern, and Northern Europe are at war against the Soviet Republic. Now I'm a little more confident that I can defeat these guys. Though I might abstain from certain battles. I don't think my guys can handle it. But let me see if I can... Okay, they won't accept military access. That sucks. Because, it's getting kind of hard to deal with the Soviets on my own. But hopefully Nizhny Novgorod will fall in 1943. If not by the end of 1942. Let me start a public works program. Maybe the Donau-Adria Bund can declare war in Greece. and restore democracy to the country.
Ja!
Okay, most of Italy is under the Austrian faction. This is probably the biggest I've ever seen the German. Okay, now the Bharatiya Communes at war with the Dominion of India. Okay, let me read this. The Air Force Summit. This is a 21-day focus, so it's only 2 weeks. Regrettably, we cannot afford to maintain both a Navy and an Air Force of world class. A definitive decision should be made which of the Navy or Air Force will be made the main branch of Sweden's military along with the land army, and which will be regarded to a side role in supporting the other. Okay, let me read this. The Air Force Summit. The Swedish economy is unable to fulfill the demands recently presented by the Navy and Air Force. The Navy is large, but most of the ships are old and in need of replacement. Building a modern fleet to dominate the Baltic would require a huge investment. At the same time, the Swedish Air Force has presented plans for drastically expanding the service. Sweden could have a huge fleet of modern combat aircraft, but such an investment would require neglecting the Swedish Navy. The two services hope to solve and convince the government of the merit of their respective arguments. We need to decide wisely. We need to choose some new research. This guy, East, new research. And I'll sign the non-aggression pact with Albania. Dying. It's not good. The Naval Plan. The Swedish Navy has presented its plan for future development. The Naval Board wishes to build new armored ships, in addition to modern escorts and submarines. The goal is threefold. The Navy must be able to protect Sweden's own coast, control the Baltic Sea, and project power. Although it has only been suggested, it is clear that marine management is thinking of Åland, Finland, and the Baltics. Promise more funding. Excellent. Okay. Another pop-up should come soon. Okay, Rome's about to fall soon. The Habsburg Italians have taken over Cagliari in Sardinia. Now Rome needs to fall. Okay. The Air Force Plan. The Swedish Air Force has protested regarding our promise to support the Navy Plan. They claim that modern aircraft can destroy both enemy armies and ships. A large Air Force would therefore be more flexible and efficient than the Navy. Promise them funding as well. In the end, I think I'm still going to go with the Navy. End of the summit. The Air Force Summit has come to an end, and neither branch has been able to successfully convince the government to prioritize military funding. It is clear that the Swedish economy cannot support the development of both a modern Navy and a modern Air Force. Both military leaders and ministers have demanded that the government makes a decision. Which service should receive priority in the future? We need a strong Navy, or we need a modern Air Force. I'm going to go with Navy. And I'll do this one right here, 35 days. Should be over in September. And then I'll do these 6 focuses. Then I'll be finished. Should be finished with the tree by 1944, or, yeah, each one's 70 days. 70 plus 70 is 140. 140 plus 140 is 280. Yeah, this should all be done by 1944. Oh shoot, am I losing land? No, I'm not. That's good. Still waiting for Rome to fall. Probably going to go with Baltic battle cruisers first, but then there's also Kungliga Styrkrigskolan. I hope I'm pronouncing all the Swedish words right. If I'm not, I deeply apologize. So yeah, Sweden doesn't have a big enough economy for both a navy and an air force, which makes sense. They're relatively big, but they're not huge, and they don't really have an empire at all, or any overseas possessions. So yeah, it's understandable why they wouldn't be able to afford a navy and air force. Plus, the population is relatively small. Modern day, it's only about 10 million, and in the 40s, it was much lower. I'm not exactly sure what 70-odd years ago the population of Sweden was, but it was much lower. Okay. Good here. Oh, that's the Norwegian army is fighting that battle. Okay, still a stalemate. Okay. Help the Norwegians out. Here. It's kind of a slogfest, but that's Russia for ya. It's a big country, and it's not easy to take over. There's some Swiss soldiers here, some Bulgarian soldiers, and some Cuban soldiers. Balloon soldiers, some Egyptian soldiers, Irish soldiers. Truly an international army. Okay, Baltic battle cruisers. We should invest in Panzer battle cruisers to secure our presence in the sea that surrounds our home. These larger ships will ensure we will remain a force to be reckoned with in the future. 1x 100% research bonus for our heavy cruiser models and battleship models. Västergötland at 2 building slots to Naval Dockyard. Gains National Spirit. Admiral Tom's Plan, which grants armored cruiser production cost minus 5.00%. Navy experience plus 10. Okay, that was a mouthful. Brazil is still at war with the Buenos Aires Lima Pact. Interesting. So Vargas is gone, and now Borges G. Medeiros is president. Interesting. And I believe the two were rivals, and he'd be almost 80 at this point. So Brazil has a pretty elderly president. So yeah, but Brazil is probably going to be defeated soon. Anyways. Yeah, and the Reichspakt is no closer to Nizhny Novgorod. Rome has fallen. Kingdom of Italy took 10 states from the other Kingdom of Italy. But now, so this is interesting. All of Italy is now under the control of the Donau Adria Bund. But I have an even better idea. Let me go to Tag Os. Let me see if I can kick out. Let me just turn on Allow Diplo. Let me see. Let me kick the two Sicilies out of the Donau Adria Bund. And let me see if this Kingdom of Italy would try to declare war on the two Sicilies. Also with Austria, let me declare war on Greece. Not declare war. Let me turn off Allow Diplo. Justify war goal. Just tag ITA. Oh, they have a non-aggression pact. Okay. How can that be cancelled? Go to Os. Can't be done until June 2nd, 1943, so I'll just wait. Back to Sweden. See if Austria declares war on Greece. So we can remove this last vestige of syndicalism and socialism from Europe. The only reason they took over in the first place was because Greece was at war with Austria. And then the Donau Adria Bund can go even more. October 8th yet. The Norwegians are doing pretty good here. Maybe I can link up my armies. No, though. Okay, and the Germans are invading Georgia. So Lavrenti Beria's reign of terror should end soon. And they'll probably put a social democrat in power in Georgia.